What's up, Jets fans? Welcome to the latest edition of Jets Latest, where you get the latest on the Jets, Jets. I'm your host, the spitting statistician, Dane Martinez, and we have entered the new league year. We are now in something called the legal tampering period, which I think is a hysterical oxymoron because inherently tampering is not legal, but in this period, we know agents are talking, teammates are talking, friends from college are talking, and we will get to that later. And this way, all these deals when the new league year starts on Wednesday will just be announced. It's not like as though back channels and these guys are not talking. And so the Jets, there's a lot of buzz around this, and we just got to start up at the top. It seems like Justin Fields is the priority for the Jets in free agency at the quarterback position. I'm even hearing reports about literally the contract details that might be out there. And quite frankly, this is a shocker to me. The idea that you can get Justin Fields on what is being reported as a 2-year, $20 million contract, I think is a great deal. I think, quite frankly, is a steal for a 26-year-old quarterback that some people thought when he was coming into the draft was going to be the second best behind only Trevor Lawrence. I mean, when you put in a 2-year deal, here's the first part. It signals that you have a real commitment to him, not like the 1-year deal he got with the Pittsburgh Steelers last year. It seems like he'll have a chance to actually grab this job, be the franchise quarterback. That's what Justin Fields wants, right? And here's the thing. It still allows the Jets flexibility, right? Because if you want to draft a kid later on, like a Jalen Milroe, you still can. If you want to position yourself and it doesn't work well in the 2026 draft for a quarterback, you still can in what's a strong quarterback class. I actually think this is great potential. The reports are that the Jets really like Justin Fields' athleticism. Why wouldn't you? I mean, he ran for 1,143 yards and 8 touchdowns in 2022. That is that dual threat kind of quarterback that is in vogue in the NFL. It will really get the Jets kind of offense into this millennium. I love that. They think he still has upside, and he's been developing as a passer. If you look at his stats, the completion percentage in his years in the NFL have gone from 59%, 60%, 61%, up to 66% completion percentage this year with the Steelers, where he went 4-2 as a starter. So he is developing, and his best football could still be ahead of him at age only 26 years old. This is a great move, in my opinion, to kind of lock this down. And remember at the top when I said, former teammates could be talking? When Justin Fields was at Ohio State, he went 20-2 as a starting quarterback. You know who his number one receiver was as a Buckeye? Yeah, it was Garrett Wilson, okay? In their 2 years together, Garrett Wilson caught 73 passes for 1,155 yards and 11 touchdowns from Justin Fields, okay? Remember how there's another idea out there about keeping Garrett Wilson happy? Will they extend him? This is a potential match. We had the bromance with Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams. This could be a new age, younger core bromance for the years to come, keeping Garrett Wilson happy. Again, I think this is a bargain. You see other quarterbacks out there that get their kind of like second act, like a Baker Mayfield in Tampa, for example. He's making $20 million a year. Like a Geno Smith, who we just saw get traded from the Seahawks to the Raiders when he was in Seattle. That's the kind of contract he was getting. The fact that Fields can be had for literally half of that money, I think is an absolute great deal. It is low risk, quite frankly. And if you want to know the truth, I think it fixes a mistake from a few years ago when the Jets went in at number 2 overall, drafted Zach Wilson. Most people thought that right after Trevor Lawrence, it should have been Justin Fields as the guy. So there's a ton of buzz about this. It seems like he is going to be kind of the priority for the Jets and the number one target as soon as free agency truly opens after the legal tampering period a little bit later on this week. The unfortunate part here is I thought DJ Reed was going to be a priority, right? I told you about how him and Sauce Gardner really go ahead and make a great combo. One of the strengths for the Jets is their secondary. It looks like DJ Reed is going to command way too much in the open market, and he will wind up getting the bag elsewhere. So here's the question. There's even odds about where will DJ Reed go. The funny part is the crosstown New York Giants seem to be a favorite. Teams like the Packers, teams like the Falcons, the Niners, and the Vikings, who are losing all of their corners to free agency, all seem to be competitive and interested in DJ Reed. So when you have that kind of market, you're going to wind up getting top dollar. DJ Reed has been great for us, but it looks like we will bid him adieu. So the question is still, Aaron Glenn, as the head coach coming in, knows he has Sauce Gardner. Darren Mogi has talked about wanting to extend Sauce Gardner along with Garrett Wilson as kind of the cores, remember, the dual rookies of the year, right, and keep that locked. So the question is, who do they then partner Sauce Gardner with? And they're going to have to look to free agency. One interesting target that's getting a lot of buzz, and remember, we're hearing a ton of buzz and rumors in this legal tampering period. How about Carlton Davis? I think Carlton Davis would be a great fit for a number of reasons. One, he is still young. He's only 28 years old. Where did he play last year? The Detroit Lions, with Aaron Glenn as his defensive coordinator. Remember, I've been talking here on Jets Latest about a number of Lions who could come on over. Remember, I mentioned Marcus Davenport potentially as an edge rusher. Well, Carlton Davis is a man coverage guy. They played a man scheme in Detroit, and Davis played at least 200 plus snaps in man coverage. That was 7th best in the NFL in terms of being able to play man-to-man just like Sauce. So there is a fit there, and he was pretty good. 2 interceptions, 6 pass breakups. He was rated by PFF as a top 30 cornerback in the NFL. So you're not losing much off of DJ Reed if you pair him with Sauce Gardner. I think Carlton Davis is a name to know in the free agent market for the Jets. And then I told you about how, how DJ Reed might go to the Giants. He may not be the only former Jet going to the Giants, as there are some reports that Aaron Rodgers may actually have a market with the football Giants. But that is a different story for a different day here on Jets Latest. We are talking about the Jets early in free agency, Justin Fields as a target. It could be Carlton Davis in at cornerback. There is one move that the Jets have already kind of publicized, and they are keeping one of their own. And this is also a great move, in my opinion. Jamien Sherwood is returning to the Jets. He's going to get a 3-year, $45 million deal, $15 million average annual value, okay? Some people are saying that that's overpaying, and maybe it is, but I'm not mad at this for a couple of reasons. First of all, the production was there. He led the team with 156 tackles last year. That was actually tied for the 3rd most in the entire NFL, 98 solo tackles, right? So that is great. He's only 25 years old. You pair him now with Quincy Williams, right? Obviously, Quinnen is up front, but Quincy Williams, who's another Pro Bowl caliber linebacker at only 28 years old, and you have 2 young stud linebackers for the foreseeable future. So I understand some people think it may be overpaying, but I also think the other part of this is that it kind of signals with a new regime here, right? New head coach, new general manager, that they are not scared to take care of their own, lock up their own. We talk about Sauce Gardner, Garrett Wilson, right? This is a signal, I think, to the young core of the Jets by getting Sherwood back in the building that, listen, they recognize some of the talent they have, and they want key core members to go on this ride with them, and Sherwood at the linebacker position is truly one of those guys. So listen, we are in the legal tampering period. This is going to be a huge week on Jets Latest, right? We are going to have free agency open. We're going to keep tracking all the news on Justin Fields. We're going to see if it is in fact Carlton Davis or somebody else. They are still, the Jets, in talks. We are getting all the rumors, all the buzz, and Jets Latest is the place to be to keep your eyes and ears about all of it, as the Jets, with a new head coach and a new general manager, look to, build the culture, build the roster moving forward. I think Justin Fields would be a great fit. And here's the other thing also. With Tyrod Taylor still in that quarterback room, I think it is a perfect fit in terms of mentorship for a guy like Justin Fields. Back in the day, Tyrod had some of that dual threat capability. He's obviously older now, but Tyrod Taylor was one of the best quarterbacks in terms of touchdown to interception ratio. He never really turned the ball over. And understanding that, imparting that on Justin Fields could be the next piece that really unlocks Fields and takes him to the next level. The athleticism is there, and we are locking up 25, 26, 28-year-olds. That is what the Jets need to do. So keep it locked here. all week long. We will give you what you need as we move into the new league year. Remember to like this video and please subscribe to Jets Latest. This way, you wind up getting a notification every time we go live and we tell you what is going on with the New York Jets. So that'll about do it for me. I'm the spitting statistician Dane Martinez, and tell your Jet fan friends because we're giving you the latest on the Jets. We'll see you next time. We out of here. Peace.